Okay, now go over there, look and see if you can see yourself.
Oh, can I?
It's a joke.
Okay.
How could you see yourself if you're over here? If you're over there?
You can!
She
You
cannot.
flip the camera!
Well, yeah, but the idea is because
And you can also see yourself in the reflection.
last time she was.
I can see my stuff in the reflection.
Listen, it
of
was
this
a
thing.
joke. Last time she was out of the picture for half of the thing. And I said, go over there and see if you can see yourself. And she looked to see if she can see herself. All right, what's the deal you want to
I
make?
can see myself in this
Well,
black
it's
thing
not
over
a
here.
joke,
Yeah.
It's a proposal.
Let's see. Listen to the proposal.
Okay, so you know how some people have
And
a
I'll also
trap?
propose to you.
Who?
Kiana.
Come on, man. Stop. Come on. These are fucking West Virginia jokes.
I don't know what was.
We're not doing that. We're not hillbillies. Go ahead.
Okay, so
Even though I have a hillbilly beard. Go ahead.
Okay, so you know how some people get a trial period to get promoted,
Trial period. Okay.
where you find out if you're doing good, right?
Yeah.
And they also do that for like a test and stuff for school. But that's not the problem. I would like a trial period of 1 week. Get the phone, and if you deem me worthy,
How the fuck would I know what you do on the phone if I don't see it?
well, you could like there's apps for track.
You want me to track you? You
Well-
want me to be like the NSA and like the?
No. But well, you can look about what I do in my search history and stuff and all that.
I got a bunch of these old Nokia phones. I can
I
give
do
you one
not
of those.
want a Nokia phone.
Exactly.
I want.
So what? Okay. What's your purpose that you need the phone for? What do you need the phone for?
Nothing.
Well, what do you mean? Can you take pictures with a Nokia phone?
I can get you a camera. We got 20 cameras.
No, not cameras.
I'm a photographer. I got
That's
plenty
not
cameras.
the problem. But okay, I want to be able to call you. I want to be able to take pictures and
So
videos.
you basically need a phone to call me.
Well, not
You have
That's
an iPad.
so everybody has a phone at school, but Kiona's like, no, I need a phone to call my dad.
Okay, no.
And she also has an iPad here.
Yeah.
I cannot bring
She's
my
got my-
iPad to
Wait,
school.
All right, I'll finish it.
Wait,
So, okay, hey,
Watch your
hey,
face.
hey,
She's depressed.
don't hit him.
I'm not depressed. You're just
You're
really,
so
really, really
depressed.
All right, go ahead.
And you're oppressed, baby.
Yeah, depressed and oppressed. That's your new nickname, depressed and oppressed. Get over here,
And then
Mr. Oppressed.
And it's fair. It's 1
Is
week.
he oppressed and you're depressed?
This is my favorite spot so far right now.
Yeah, listen, that's what gay people do. Sit under the table when somebody's sitting down. Come on, get over here.
What the fuck?
That's what they do.
Stop lying.
One guy's sitting like this and the other guy's under the table doing stuff they're not supposed to do.
Oh, I'm not doing shit.
Don't go
It's
under the
better
table.
than staying here.
All right, so who's depressed, who's oppressed? You're the depressed one and he's the oppressed one? What do you need your phone for?
Okay. I'm
She
not even
doesn't
done
need
with
it.
proposing. You're just asking random
Turn
Okay.
on, turn on. Oh, an iPad is a bigger version of a phone.
He's right, but yeah, we got to put that phone thing in. All right, tell me. Let her finish her case.
I am letting her.
Huh?
I am letting her.
It's not even a case. It's just I have one trial period for a week. Sylvester, sorry.
What do you need your phone for?
Can I just finish?
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Nothing.
You got to
Okay.
address that.
You can bring your iPad to school.
Hey, let her speak, man. You're not a Democrat. Come on.
Of course, I'm a Republican.
You're not even a fucking Republican. Fuck the Republicans.
Okay,
Go
so
on.
I'm a
it's a trial.
Republican.
No.
It's a trial period of 1 week, right?
Great.
And if I do, well, like the stuff correct, and I don't do bad things on the phone.
How would I know?
Well, how would you not know?
Okay, trial period. Okay, I got it.
And if
I'll
I don't
think-
do it, you can take it away, and I won't ask.
Okay,
you.
what do you need a phone for?
Well, I have to call you. Well, not
So
you.
just
not,
me, just
not
me.
you in general.
You wanna improve your relationship with your father, who's the has
Wait,
the
is this the podcast?
yeah maybe
Let's go.
who has the ability to give you the phone. So you're basically
No.
so I'm the guy that's deciding if you're gonna get a phone because your mother doesn't want to. So
not
your reason to get the phone
I'm-
is because you want to talk to me.
I would like to talk to multiple people with my own number.
I'm as fat as that. There's multiple people. I'm a they them.
You're not as fast as 50 people.
Oh.
Yeah, but you said you want to talk to multiple people, and you,
Not you.
and you just said me. So I'm as
I would
fat
like
as
to
multiple
talk
people.
to my family and my friends.
Exactly. I don't think you
Which
have 50
family?
of those.
Oh, what the fuck do you mean?
Like me and who else?
You, Mama, Booney, Raul. I don't want to talk about you at all.
Okay.
Okay.
So
and
that's a lie
How?
to start with, because you're not gonna call me every
What
day.
about me?
You're not gonna call.
Okay, but
When you gotta talk to Booney, you're like, oh, I don't want to talk to Booney.
that's not even that's. Oh,
Be honest. Tell the
no,
truth. So you
no,
want to talk
don't
to your
about
friends.
no.
I want a phone just in general for
Talk
no
to your
reason.
anti.
You want a phone in general for no reason.
I mean, yeah. Plus, I can't call anybody on the
Yeah,
shit
but
I
you're
have.
dangerous because you're gonna play on the phone. You're dangerous. I found you at 5 a.m. on the phone. All right, go ahead.
Actually, no, you didn't. Kiana did.
Okay. I found you one time. Go ahead.
Nothing to say. Talk about your anti-Semitism.
Huh?
Talk about your anti-Semitism.
So what's your...
No, the other time was Mama.
Well, whatever.
Well, what's your case
You
against
failed.
it?
What's my case? You don't have a case against it. What's my case against? You want me to make your case for you? To get a phone?
No,
to
what's
call
your
me?
case against it? Well, I
It's very dangerous. The phone is like the
Your
gateway.
glasses are- Can I have this for a second?
Yeah, you can have them.
That's perfectly fine. You can regulate if we're
But I like them. I like them over here.
Even 3 seconds. Hold on.
Oh, because they're dirty. Listen, so the idea with a phone is a gateway. I don't...
Again.
If I say you guys can play and I show up 3 days later, you guys have been playing for 3 days, right? So the idea is you cannot control yourself, right? And you cannot control yourself with a lot of stuff.
That's what the
Well,
trial
don't hit
period
the
is
chair
for.
because it hurts the chair.
That's what the trial period is for. To control
Listen, you gotta prove to me that you can control yourself before you get the phone. To where you say, okay, I'm done. Remember, I say you can play, and I don't say a time because I want to see, because I told you it hurts your eyes, it hurts your brain, it hurts a lot of fucking things. And then 5 hours later, I show up and you still, both of you are on the computer. So you cannot protect yourself from
Yeah,
the...
but the thing you don't know.
You are not part of the whatever we're talking about here because you're in a different room. Close the lights over there because we're not that rich. So, do you understand what I'm saying? I have Bebe. Close the lights and get over it.
They were always open.
Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you cannot protect yourself, why would I give you a danger so you can hurt yourself with?
Well, why don't you just regulate it?
Regulate it. What am I, Nate G? Regulator?
No, just like say what apps I can't download.
Okay, I need you to do for the phone. Hey,
No essays. Stop with the essays.
you're gonna do 10 more things to improve America, and then you're
Done
gonna.
that. I already did it. You just didn't
Yeah,
read
you
it.
need 10 more. Because I'm going to write mine and he's going to write his.
No.
That get over here, man.
I'm gonna stop reading this shit.
You're cleaning. Everything in this house is for me. She wants to call me. You want to clean my glasses. Everybody just likes me.
No.
Sit down. Sit down.
I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for myself. I'm not calling
Exactly.
you for a reason.
Yeah, all right. So you do 10 more things and you do 20 things while you need a phone. But you got to write them down. Okay? And
Why do you need a
I'll
phone? 20 things.
hey, stop going under the table. I told you who goes under the table.
20 things
Well,
as a
I wasn't
child. What do you
doing
need a
anything
phone
sus.
for?
Yeah.
No, you.
What?
What
What do
else
you
am I
need a
gonna
phone
do?
for? If you everything.
That's
is
how I
wrong.
get payments on the cab. I listen to podcasts to educate myself. Get over here. Because I don't know if you're in the picture.
I'm the picture I always
What?
have. I always
You
use
have
the
to.
button.
Podcast phone.
The fuck I'm paying for the phone. It's my phone. What are you talking about?
Okay, that's not even a problem.
You're not gonna compare yourself to me.
Yeah, why do you go on Mama's phone?
Raul, every time he wanted something,
Why do
he
you go-
compared himself to me in front of your grandmother. Like, oh, he got this. He got a pair of jeans. Oh yeah, I got a pair of jeans at 18. And you comparing yourself to me at 14. It's a 5-year
Okay,
gap.
I would also like a form of communication where I don't have to ask a random person on the fucking street to use their phone.
Okay, that's a valid argument. Yeah, when I don't know where you're at.
Well, it's not even that, but like, I'm almost 13.
Wow,
Okay.
you're 13.
So listen, write 20 things, but you have to do 10 things. 10 things about how to improve America. And I'm gonna write mine. I didn't have time.
Extra.
And we'll listen to it.
Oh, what about me?
And what happens?
Wait.
What happens? I don't know.
What happens?
Talk about this.
Like if you go to a trial and the defense attorney comes and like, so what happens? Did I win? No, you got to present your arguments. You can't
I
just
have
say,
4 days.
Wait.
Oh,
Why do you go
so
on Mama's phone then?
huh?
Why do you go on Mama's phone then?
What
If you
do
have
I-
your own.
Because I look at different stuff over there.
Games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you go on it.
Yeah.
And then you get in here
If
when
I do
we
get
play
your phone,
games.
may I use the AirPods? Because I don't like people listening
Oh,
to
those
what I
AirPods.
say.
Yeah.
No, it's also because
I don't know. I think the ones without a wire.
they're bad. They're bad. I know, but
Oh, they're bad. You like drug people. Well, they're bad. The drugs are bad. But I know. But you
No,
know what I
are
mean?
there-
Just a little bit.
that's not what I'm saying. Are there any other kinds of
Yeah,
headphones?
with
No.
wires.
I asked Mama. She said no.
What no?
I want wired headphones. That's perfectly fine with me. But Mama said there's no. And I asked her what's
Yeah,
the
there
only
is.
type.
There is.
No, she said there's no because the charger is connected to
Well, we're gonna get we have the one that kind of changes the charger. We have the ones from DeWalt, the little thing that you put in.
But that's only for that I have the DeWalt one. It's for it's not. It's only for Mama's phone, because Mama's phone has the charger. left
Sure,
on
we're
it.
gonna get you a mama's phone.
Really?
Maybe
You want
I
to
don't
see
know.
something that I found?
I
No.
don't even need Mama's phone. I
No,
like
it was
the
like-
small one.
A phone, and then you could like put it up, and it would
And I
at the
don't
bottom
have
of
20
your
things
phone.
why I need a phone.
Kiana, stop interrupting me.
Oh,
Hey,
so you like it?
stop
but
yelling
you
at
don't
each
like
other.
It, yeah?
Stop yelling
you
at
don't
each
like
other.
it when people
Fuck you.
interrupt you?
Hey! Why did you do that?
She always pisses me off.
Great life lesson.
You gotta have to deal with it. You can't be mean. You cannot. Listen,
Can I just leave?
no.
Shit's supposed to wait.
So do you like it when people interrupt you?
Hey, no, you
No!
do. Let him speak. Because you're doing it on purpose. All right, go ahead and speak, mister.
No, bra.
You don't want to speak anymore?
No.
Why not?
No, bra.
Why?
Kakari prosto.
Listen, you have to be strong. If somebody does something to you you don't like,
I
stand
had
up.
enough of this. She always does this to me.
It doesn't matter.
Great.
You're going to have stuff you're going to have to overcome in life. People are going to fuck with you. And you got to be smart. I told you about the stuff they called me a dude in a cab. Did I tell you the story?
About
No.
So I'm driving in a cab. I think I told you the story.
Okay, great. You told us it then.
what? Oh,
What is that?
it's okay. It's fine.
So I was driving a cab, and this guy gets in with his girlfriend, and a lot of people act towards the cab driver like they're like a busboy. You know, like you're here to serve me. You're like not a human being, but you're just here to provide stuff. And it's like they give you money for the ride, right? And then they always leverage $1 tip because if the ride is $8, maybe the tip is $1. And it's like, you know what? If you're not gonna do this, I'm not gonna tip you. It's like, oh, get the dollar and shove it up your ass. I don't give a fuck about your dollar. But so these people are disrespectful towards the staff, right? So he gets in my cab, and he keeps saying, dude, and dude, and dude, and dude, and dude. And I'm thinking, well, normally I don't mind dude. I mean, I don't like it, but I don't mind it if it's said in a nice way. But he said it disrespectful. Hey, dude, and dude, and dude. And he's laughing like I'm a piece of shit, right? So then I slow down the cab, and I turn around, and I look at him, and I said, how did you know my name was Dude? Listen. So he's like, oh, I'm sorry. His girlfriend started laughing like he was a stupid fuck. He realized what a loser he was. I said, how did you know my name was Dude? It was non-confrontational. It was a joke, right? If I would have said, hey, don't call me Dude, I would have lost, right? Because then if I do that, he's like, hey, mind your own business. You're bum, 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 bum. It can accelerate, right? But I said, how did you know my name was Dude? So I took everything he had and threw it in the garbage. And he was left naked in the back of my cab, right? Because he looked stupid. I pointed out, that's how the music we're making is I say things in a way to really, you have no other option just accept the truth, right? So about you, you're going to have people that are going to put you down.
I know.
But you cannot go higher because only people that are not smart, you're very smart, right? People that go higher and pam, 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 pam. No, you got to stay at the same level and beat them with the same strategy. Do you understand? And you got to stop antagonizing him. He's a genius. All right, what were you going to say?
People.
Yeah, don't do that. So that's respect about the conversation. When we're having conversation, it's not about winning and losing. It's about trying to discover the truth together. And the reason why I came up to talk to you guys, because everybody that's an adult is lying about something, or they have an ulterior motive, or they're not telling the truth.
You told us at the first podcast.
Yeah, okay. So you guys, I feel like, hey, we're going to be together and discover maybe what it is. It's his turn. What were you going to say?
I forgot.
You forgot. All right. And so the stuff I want to talk about it.
Before that,
Go ahead.
can you please downgrade the 20 reasons to 15? That's like 20 reasons.
Actually, no. I'm going to upgrade it to the 21 because that's Bebe's birthday.
No.
Yeah, but it's not his, it's mine.
Okay, 24 because that's your birthday.
It's not. That's not.
So you're going to have to have 24 reasons why you need a phone.
That's the 24 reasons why you need to eat.
It doesn't matter. You know, like if I wasn't going to feed you and you were trying to eat, I would have said 24.
What do I need to do 21?
You don't have to do shit.
Okay.
You don't have to do shit. You got to stand up. Yeah, 21. You got to stand up.
41?
Stand up for your rights to party. Come on, get up, please.
I like the labels.
I know. Please. Please, I said please.
Oh, fine.
Come on, dude. so
Pretty please with the cherry on top?
the cherry on top. You know why they put the cherry on top?
No.
Because that looks like a nipple. That's when you have a cake and they put a cherry on top, it looks like a nipple.
Can I get a tissue?
Come on, go and get us toilet paper for the both of us. You know what a nipple is?
Yes, I fucking know what it is.
What is it? Actually, you know because you destroyed my wife's tits. I said toilet paper. I don't want this because this scratches.
So what orange is a tissue?
Remember when David Edison and Moonlighting, when he went on top of that balloon? And how big the balloon was? And that's how it was with you and my wife's tits. You went in and you sucked all the milk out of it, and they used to be like this, and they became like this. Because you sucked all the milk out of it. And I was sitting over there like, no! No! All right, that's good. All right, so are we done with this nonsense?
Yes, no,
I don't
maybe
want to
so.
do 24.
24, fine.
I don't want
I
to.
agree, 24.
I don't want to do it. It's like a stupid song, Preemptive Strike.
What? My stupid song, what?
Yeah, the rabbit said I don't want to do this, and the pedophile was like, oh, I want.
Okay, I agree. You don't want to do it. No phone. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Bro, it's not that
You
hard.
came in. This is your deal.
Yeah, but I said okay.
And I'm negotiating.
That's fine. We're not 24.
Jonah,
Why
phone-
does that even make sense?
Because it's your birthday.
24. Jonah.
24. 24.
41.
42.
No,
Alright,
but the
are
main,
we done with this?
The main ones are 6, 7, and 41.
6, 7, and 41 now. It's 42 and 24 for you guys. And 21. 20,
42. and
12,
24.
14. All right, go ahead. And 53.
67.
No.
21.
Are we done?
No, but it doesn't matter. Just talk about your anti.
All right, just stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
I think you're in the picture.
Kiona.
What?
I know why we're out of the picture.
No, she was out of the picture the whole time, but it's
No,
fine.
because
It's good, it's good.
It's more shifted towards us.
Okay. All right, just leave it. Go and see if you can see Bebe real quick. Please.
I'm okay.
Oh, I can see myself in the reflection.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So I was going to talk to you because
Depressed.
the guy with the dog. And by the way, about the last
Not the guy with
podcast,
the dog.
the guy with the curly hair was not a black guy. Because I said just curly hair and people could think, oh, it's a black guy. No, it was one of those guys with a big nose because air is free. Air is free. Anyway, so that's how it kind of looked like. And then also about the guy that I drove at 2 o'clock at night, there was a black guy. And he said, take me to the south side where it was bad and they shoot people. Before that, a day before, somebody got robbed. Not somebody I knew about. They got robbed, and the way they robbed, and they went and was like, do you have change for 100? And he said, yes, and they robbed him. They put a gun and they robbed him. Actually, might have not even been a gun because they went like this. Like, I got a gun underneath the jacket. Maybe I had a gun or not, but they robbed him. They took his phone and the money. So this guy, when I pick him up, first thing he says, do you have change for a 50? Same thing as the other people. Right? So normally you'd be like, oh, I'm really scared. It's exact same thing. So I took him because I felt it wasn't right to him for me to discriminate, right? But I forgot about the thing with the $50 because you want to change for 50. All right, so I'll talk about a little bit before the guy with the dog kills me. About anti-Semitism and racism. So please.
My back hurts when I stand like
Your
this.
back hurts? Yeah, put your go with your ass all the way in the back of the chair. No, and you sit back to the chair like this.
No, that's a sound.
You don't like
Sorry,
it?
Mom.
You don't want to hug?
Sure.
You don't want to hug the pub? All right. So when I grew up in Romania, it was only white people, right? Romanians, and that's all we knew. And people got along. Some people were religious, other people not religious. Everybody got along. Life was simpler. And a lot of people miss about communism, which we found out in Cuba. There's almost no crime anywhere. That's the thing. You go on the street at night, you're not worried that you're going to get robbed. And life was simpler. We went outside and played. The parents said, hey, come home when you're hungry. Like, nobody even worried about it. Like, you go outside and play, come back when you're hungry. So that's how the parents were. So life was simpler. The only time I've seen other people than Romanians, when I went to college, and there's some people from Africa, maybe Nigerians, and they're coming over there because medical school was cheap. So they're trying to become doctors, and it was cheap compared to the rest of the world. And I became friends with them. And they gave me some Run DMC cassette tapes. And, it's just like people, right? And I always liked the odd people. You know, like when I was in school, I told you I was friend with a tall guy, the skinny guy, the whatever. I always like the underdogs. Now, from Romania to the movies, when it was communist, all you could get was Elvis movies. That's why I like Elvis movies, and they're really good still. It was Chinese kung fu movies, Indian Bollywood movies, and Western movies with cowboys. That's the only stuff you could get in a movie theater. And the TV was a few hours at night, maybe 2 hours, and that's all the TV you got. News, some stuff about different parts of the world, like geography, you know, and then some other stuff, and maybe a half a movie or something. So when I was in Romania, I liked the Chinese people, right? I didn't like the Japanese because the Chinese always fighting the Japanese in the movies. I liked the Bollywood, the Indian people. I was like, oh, these guys are cool because they're singing and dancing and stuff. Some of my favorite movies were Indians. And the rest of the stuff is the rest of the stuff, right? So then I came to America. And here it's insane. It's just a bunch of people from everywhere. And I remember like when I came in the first time, I was shocked because I heard some women talking with a perfect American accent, and when I looked at they look Chinese, they look Asian, right? They look Chinese, not Korean, but you know, you don't want to call everybody Asian Chinese, but what I'm saying, they look Chinese, and I was like, what the fuck? Like it felt like the voice doesn't match the face, right? That's how it felt to me. I was like, because I was sitting down. I always used to sit down in the airports, not on the chair on the ground. And I looked, I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? Now, about anti-Semitism, the grandfather, my father, was very anti-Semitic. Every time he had something to say, he was always bitching about the Jews. Karl and Marx were Jewish. Engels was Jewish. I don't know, Lenin was not, but Trotsky was. And look at these people. And then the people that destroyed Romania after World War II was Anna Pauker and Walter Roman. They were Jewish. And he would always find these Jewish people, look, you know what I mean? They're bad. You know, they don't care about anybody else. They only care about themselves. Right? And to me, like, I would listen to him. I was like, all right, so what? I mean, it kind of makes sense if you're Jewish to care about other Jewish people, right? Like, it didn't bother me. Like, okay, makes sense. You know, but they support each other and they go and, yeah, it makes sense, right? You want everybody else to support themselves and to help each other, you know what I mean? And then I read a book, and I have it, you should read it. Barbara Tuchman, A Distant Mirror, about the family Coucy in France. They go over different generations. And over there I found out that when the kings of France wanted to have crusades, they would go and rape and kill in the Jewish neighborhood and confiscate money and stuff. Okay, so that's now, with all the stuff that's coming out about Jewish people, I don't know, because Barbara Tuchman is a Jewish woman, right? So she wrote the book. So when you read history, and you read the book, and it's important, you say, okay, this guy wrote the book. This is the information. And then you ask yourself, did this person have any interest of not telling the truth or exaggerating certain parts and minimizing other parts, right? So now there's a point that she was Jewish, but the book is great and it kind of opened my eyes. Like, I never hated the Jewish people, even though my father was kind of trying to brainwash me. So I came here and I met a bunch of Jewish people and I liked them. I liked them all. I liked Don with the central camera. I liked Dan, who was a photographer. I like a bunch.
I don't think their religion is impacting how they act.
Well, I don't even know, because what Tucker was talking to this guy, the ambassador, he was saying, so what makes you Jewish? And he said, well, the DNA makes you Jewish. And the guy said, all right, let's check for DNA to see if all the Jewish people share, the ones they call themselves Jewish people, share the same DNA. Well, actually, we shouldn't do that. Okay, so then what makes somebody Jewish? And he said, well, the religion. Well, and then Tucker said, well, a lot of these people like Netanyahu is not religious, right? He's just using religion for his purpose. So if religion makes you Jewish, you know what I mean? What makes you Jewish? When the guy's like, well, not even religion, it's both, right? So they're confusing what makes somebody Jewish. It doesn't even matter, you know that
doesn't like incorporate your personality.
Actually, it does, because you see one of the things.
Well, I know, but like you're saying, that's like saying all Jewish people are funny.
Yeah, and they pretty much are.
Okay, but they're not, like...
Almost all of them.
Okay, but all, like, It's like
Yeah, that's the
classifying
point I wanted to start with.
a personality to a
So, and that's how I started with the guy that I took, and he gave me a tip, even though, I could have been used a preconception. Preconception, I'm assuming that you're
You
getting.
told us about
Yeah. So, they say you cannot generalize and say all these people are the same, right? You cannot generalize. But then you can, kind of. Right? You can, kind of. Because, like, when I came from Romania, about Indian people, I didn't know anything, right? And when I meet 100 of, I drive a cab, right? So I see thousands and thousands of people. And I see the same kind of traits. They're all kind of rich. They're all kind of smart. They always complain about everything. They don't tip. They're kind of annoying. They always want to impersonate. Like when the Cubs are winning the World Series, all the Indians got a Cubs jersey. Oh, I'm the biggest Cub fan. When the Blackhawks were winning, oh, I'm the biggest Blackhawk fan, right? When whoever the fuck was winning, oh, I'm the biggest this. You know what I mean? They wanna kind of come in and pretend they're part of the culture. Even when they speak, like it was a stupid thing in Chicago where people used to say, for sure, right? Fucking every Indian person you talk to is like, for sure. It's a stupid thing, right? It's a stupid thing. Why are you using it? For sure. Don't say for sure. But they adopt all these kind of sayings. And of course it's wrong to generalize, but then you see it, right? You see that a lot of people doing the same shit. So then in the back of your mind, it's a... Joe Ken was doing data point. It's actually nice the way to say that. And Ken just started using data point. It's a data point. Like you don't have to ignore. Like you see it as the same. Not everybody is this, but the majority of them are this, right? Like when you see these gangbangers and they look like gangbangers. I mean, in the past few months, 5 people didn't pay for the cab, got in, skinny black guys with a Gucci and fucking Louis Vuittons, and they went and was like, I'm sorry, let me get out and pay you, and they didn't pay, right? Now, if it happens to me 4 times, if I see another person like this, is it my fault? Then I'm thinking, hey, maybe he's not gonna pay, right?
No.
So kind of, but if another guy comes in, is it right to say he's not paying? No, it's wrong. So then how do you do it, right? So it's kind of makes sense to be careful, right? And certain people share some of the traits, like the gypsies in Romania. They're all kind of doing the same thing, right? Anyways, so so that's the idea. You kind of can make decisions about a group of people and see similarities, but you also have to be open to where an individual could be different. And then also you got to be careful that your mind can trick you, that you see 5 people, didn't pay for the cab, and I'm assuming all of them are. And in my mind, because of my experiences, I think, because these 5, all the people are the same, but maybe 5 is just 20% of the people doing this, right? So you got to be careful with that. So when I arrived in America, I was a big fan of the Indian people. Like right now, after meeting the majority of them on the street, not so much, right? Not so much. And then I look in politics, you got Vivek Ramaswamy, a piece of shit. You got Nikki Haley, a piece of shit. You got Kamala Harris, a piece of shit. And they're all these kind of like impersonators. They're all these the biggest Americans. Like, sit down, buddy, take it easy. Kash Patel, do you know what I mean? But there are other people that are corrupt. It's not just the Indians. But to me, it just feels like Indians are impersonators. And even your grandmother, when she works in a hospital, she said she helped some Indian people. They come in, they look here, okay, I'm going to kiss this ass, because this is level 2 ass to kiss. They kiss this ass, and then they see a level 5 ass to kiss, and they go and kiss the level 5 ass, and they fuck you level 2 ass, and they piss on you, right, and they backstab you. This is some stuff that kind of appears, right? From talking to people, everybody in the restaurant industry, when they see Indian, is like, fuck. They eat some of the food, like I didn't like it, and they send it back. And they ate 70% of it, right? Or they bitch about stuff, and the same thing happens to me. So I'm not saying they're all like this, but there's some stuff you can see. And robbing and stealing from stores, and I'm a kind of like a store, I'm a cab driver. It's the same kind of people for the most part, right? And Cub fans. Cub fans are pieces of shit. I had another one recently. I drove him for $20 and he didn't pay. So the idea is, Okay. It's very hard, so you have to have levels, but you always have to be open that somebody's different. Now, about anti-Semitism. So I came to America. I like every Jewish person I meet. I feel they're smart,
Talented?
talented.
They are.
Some of it, yeah, some of them are talented. Yeah, some really
Yeah.
talented.
Yeah.
But I think majority of them they're really funny. And usually, like Romanians had a rough time through history, and the Jewish people had a rough time through history. So it feels like when you have it rough, and really not much you can do. You make jokes about it. So their humor is really, really funny. And some of the greatest, Andy Kaufman was Jewish. Mitch Hedberg was Jewish. What is the guy with Sinatra? That was always kind of mean. You called to go and get something. Don Rickles. You know who Don Rickles is? He's really funny. He always kind of pretended he doesn't like anything and you're a loser and like, what the hell, you brought me here? And it's like, what's the matter with you? Your career's not going well. It was really funny. Yeah, Lenny Bruce is another guy that kind of changed comedy. Andy Kaufman. I mean, they're really funny. No, Lenny Bruce. Lenny Bruce was a guy. And actually, he was famous in Chicago because the police would shut down his shows because he was talking, I mean, he was basically talking against the government, kind of. And he would sue the government, and it was really funny. Anyway, so a lot of these comedians, Seinfeld, Larry David, I think he sucks. But maybe he's good writing stuff. You know, Louis Dreyfus from Seinfeld, she's funny. Friends was written by Jewish people. Movies, I mean, pretty much almost half of the people were Jewish. You know, Curtiz, they did write the Casablanca. Pressburger, Jewish. Like my father, when he was trying to point something, was like, look, Kirk Douglas is Jewish. He changed his name to hide the fact that he was Jewish. Kirk Douglas was like, okay, I like Kirk Douglas. What's wrong with him? Dustin Hoffman. I mean, there's a lot of them, you know. And then, of course, like Mike, who's the billionaire, he said, if 3 people from Harvard come in and apply with me for a job, and then a Jewish guy applies, I'm going to hire the Jewish guy, even though he didn't go to Harvard, right? That's what he said. So, of course, Jewish people help each other. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? So Jewish people are likable. But now, what happened is, so Jewish people, they were winning.
But I think they were winning. Oh, I understand your point. I'm just helping you say it. So I think they were winning because of their skill. Now they're just winning because they're Jewish.
It's actually both, because they're helping each other.
I know, but they're not letting anybody else win.
So Mike, the way he made his billions, he had an idea with Obama money with the banks that Obama was paying. You could buy the bank's debt for 10%, and Obama would make it 100. So basically, you increase your money tenfold. All right, in order to buy the debt, you had to have money. So he went to some Jewish friends and family and said, give me $10 million. And they gave him $10 million. All right, okay, I have ideas about a lot of stuff. Who's going to give me $10 million, right? Do you know what I mean? So there is some help in the community. And not everybody in movies is really like Seth Rogen is a clown. He's no funny. Judd Apatow is a clown. I would actually venture to say even Adam Sandler is not too funny. He's making that nya voice. He's got one movie that I like, Daddy, or Who's Your Daddy? So a lot of them make it, even though they're not the most talented, right? Jeff Goldblum, come on. But it's their prerogative. They created the industry, right? And I'm not saying they have to be fair to the rest of the people because, of course, like, you know, you want to help your own people. Now, and they were winning. They made all the movies with the Holocaust, right? And they made people feel bad for them. And that's a valid point. But now with Netanyahu and Trump, they went overboard, right? So they're killing a lot of... It appears that...
Well, it's not the Jewish people. It's the Jewish people in the government.
Okay, well, there's another thing with this. Because a lot of Jewish people in America, they have allegiance first to Israel. Even Seinfeld, like, doesn't give a fuck about what's happening in Gaza. And we like Seinfeld, right? So for them, Israel is number 1, America is number 2. Even though you're born and raised here and you're a U.S. citizen, right? And they kind of use America. It comes out they use America to do a lot of the stuff they want to do and they can't, right? And then a lot of people came in. They claimed they're allies, like Jonathan Pollard. And a lot of Jewish people went in and stole secrets. They got America involved with the Iraq war. They got America involved with the Iran war, Libya and Syria. They're killing a lot of Muslims, right? Because Israel basically wants to get all the land. Like before this whole thing started, you don't have anything to say about this? So before this whole thing started, blow your nose, man. If
I
you,
did it.
No, you gotta take everything out. You gotta do one at a time.
That should be easy for Jewish
I
people.
was talking to Mike, who's Jewish, and I said, like, that Gaza, that little piece of Gaza, doesn't make any sense. Give it to Israel, move the Gazans into the West Bank, but give them the same territory back in this other side, and then to have two countries, and that's the Israel-Palestine conflict is not that hard if you want to fix it. Palestine deserves a country, right? It doesn't make sense to have two little fucking things, like a yin and yang sign. You just take the dot in the yin and you put it in the yang, and that's the country, right? And you give them the territory. But Israel doesn't want to do that. They want to keep moving the borders.
Kind of like how the
They wanna
Americans
push the
did
people.
to the natives.
Yeah, they want to keep it. Yeah, exactly. They want to, you know what I mean, push the borders and kick them out. Now, Tucker Carlson's got a good point. Like, okay, so you left the place where supposedly your ancestors are from. Well, you know, now other people lived there for 2,000 years. Now, why did you decide to go back in the same spot, right? To kick the people out, right? Because they have houses. Initially, they were smart. They were buying stuff from the Palestinians. They bought stuff. They brought a bunch of people in. After the Holocaust in World War II, they had an excuse for everybody to go there, and they're the maximum victims. They knew how to advertise the Holocaust to the maximum. It was terrible what happened, right? It's terrible what happened. But they knew how to advertise it maximum. You know what I mean? Because 50 million people died in World War II. Not all of them were Jewish, right?
Yeah.
They say 6. Maybe, right? Because now with the Holocaust, people are saying it's not as bad. I don't know. Like, you know, we've been brainwashed to say 6 million people, but Jewish people were using this number throughout history. 6 million, 6 million. I don't know. They're saying that the gas chambers had windows. So if somebody's gassing you, what are you going to do? Break the window, right? You're not going to have a building with windows. They're saying that the doors were not secure and gas could have come out. I don't know. But I know for sure that these other people that are trying to say the Holocaust wasn't as bad, they're also full of shit, because I've seen the videos how the Germans, it was a lot of naked women, right? A pile of naked women, and they had them line up in the line and they shoot them. I mean, I've seen the videos. Okay, you're killing people with guns, and there's videos, evidence. Okay, how can you say, you know what I mean? Makes sense for the Germans, who are very efficient. Let's gas them because we can kill more people. So there's an intent to kill the Jewish people. To me, it's not a stretch from shooting people to kind of gas them to where, oh, they wouldn't do that, right? So it kind of makes sense the Germans would do it. I don't know if it was as bad as they say, because, you know, they kind of are very, they like to exaggerate. See what happens, you know the story with the boy that cried wolf? He went and was like, oh, there's the wolf.
I know it because we've been learning.
Yeah. So there's the wolf. And then when the wolf came, nobody believed them. So I think Jewish people have been exaggerating some stuff and always crying, kind of like black people. When the Democrats are in power, every time there's something happened, they yelled racist. Everything is racist. Why? Because when you call somebody racist, they feel on the defensive, and then you're a victim, so they owe you something, right? And that's the same strategy Jewish people are using. If you make somebody else in the official narrative, and you make yourself a victim and you make them the oppressor, even though it's not true, you win, right? And then the next time he's going to say, maybe I'm not going to say anything. Like it happened to me with your grandmother and your mother. So we're sitting here, and I wanted my brother to come to Chicago, you know, find a girl, find a job. I really wanted to help
him.
him.
A few times.
No, but I wanted him to stay, right? And your grandmother kept saying to me, you don't want your brother to go to Chicago. You don't want your brother. And I knew it was wrong.
Like, shut your ass up.
No, I knew it was wrong because I know what the fuck I'm thinking, right? I know what the fuck I'm thinking. Yeah, I want him to come here. I want to help him find a girl and find an apartment. And then we were downstairs with your garbage, me and your mother. And your mother said, I don't think you want your brother to come to Chicago. And I was like, don't say that because it's wrong and I know it's not. And she said it one more time. And I said, you know what? if you say it one more time, I'm gonna punch this wall. It was a brick wall.
And then you broke your hand.
Yeah. So she said it one more time. I was like, all right, fuck it. And I hit her as hard as I could, and I broke my hand. Because it's wrong. Like, how you gonna tell me I'm a racist when I fucking know I'm not a racist? Do you know what I mean? You can come up and say white privilege and shit like that. That doesn't make any sense, right? But I'm not a racist. Like, why you telling me I'm a racist, right? I've always been for the minorities. I've always liked the minorities. And that's the same thing with black people. Like, when I moved to America, Jonathan, Santa Claus, I was working in valet parking in Cleveland. So my first day on the job, he said, come with me. He liked me. So, even though he was a black guy, older black guy. So he took me to Food Ruckers. We got some chicken. I became friends. He taught me about, because when you do valet parking, it's all about hustling. You know the word hustle? You got to hustle and trick the other guy and kind of do your stuff. And run and get tickets. And anyways, there's a lot of strategy involved. And then, because I was friends with him and I didn't have a lot of friends, he would take me in the black communities. I was the only white guy there. There was a street called Kingsman Street. Like, white people were afraid to even drive to that neighborhood. And I was kind of walking around with him. You know, they said if they see a white person there, they kill him. And, you know, I was walking with him, and we went and played pool in some underground kind of bar for money. And I won, and the guy paid me $50.
Really?
Yeah, and I was the only white guy there.
Do you like you?
It's not about liking it. A lot of the shit that they make up is not true. So anyways, we would go to the Orca House in Cleveland, which was owned by Jim Brown. And it was the thing for recovering alcoholics. And we'd sit and play spades and crack jokes. I mean, it was so funny. And that's the real black culture. I mean, we're using the word black and African American because, you know, we need to come up with something else. I don't like any of them. But it was beautiful. It was pom-pom, jokes. Old people are making jokes to other people, boom, boom. And it was and even the relationship between men and women was kind of not complicated. You know, like white women, they pretend, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I like you, I don't like you. You know, like black women, it was beautiful. And I loved it. It was one of my favorite times in my life. I was mainly older people. And I would sit there for hours and play pool and play spades and stuff. Okay, so these are the people that actually had to suffer from racism, right? Because they're like 60, 70, right?
6, 7.
They were allowed, they were alive in the 70s, right? In the 50s and 60s when there was a lot of racism.
Segregation.
Yeah, segregation, right? So they're people, and they're super nice, right? Super nice. And nobody looked at the skin color. They looked at you and they saw you for who you are, right? And then these younger kids would come in, these gangster rappers, hate the white man, and then they said, I'm not white because I'm from Romania. That's what they said. You're not white, you're one of us, and whatever the fuck. And they had these hateful songs, and so, okay, buddy, you really had nothing to do with racism. Why are you so spiteful and mean, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, the real people that had to suffer from segregation were nice, and these people that had nothing to do with it were really mean, right? And then I started seeing that, like, calling everybody racist is just bullshit. Do you know what I mean? Like, white privilege, what's that mean, white privilege? If somebody, my house is dirty, who am I going to call, the Chinese to clean it? You got to clean your own house. I mean, you can't blame other people for not cleaning your own house. Right? So black people in their own neighborhoods, they got to police their neighborhoods, whatever they have to do, just clean it up. Because this ganger banger stuff, number one, the music is shit. Because the Run DMC rap and the old rap was really nice. But the new one is about nothing, about Gucci, Louis Vuittons, and I don't know, I'm gonna poof, shoot you, and the police, and po and bitches, and really it's the same fucking, and now they don't even sing, they make sounds like, hey, oh, yay, girl, ooh, my Gucci bag, oh, ooh. You know what I mean? So it's really dumb. The whole culture is a non-culture, because the really beautiful black culture I've seen, and it's tremendous, it's my favorite. Same thing I like in Cuba, when I go and hang out with these people. Do you know what I mean? It's just a dynamic that black people have that it's so void of bullshit. It's pretentious. What are you doing? Pretentious foo-foo kind of my nose in the air, right? They just like, hey man, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? So
Straightforward?
Yeah, kind of, but it's no nonsense kind of amongst themselves, right? And if they accept you, it's just I like it, right? This new direction, and maybe there's a component of CIA shit where they promote this rap, this destructive, right? Because obviously CIA is involved with drugs and destroying communities in the black neighborhoods. All right, so going back to the stuff. So my father was trying to teach me about hating the Jewish people. To me, everything he was saying kind of made sense. But it made sense to where, yeah, I can't blame these people that help each other, right?
It worked against him.
No, I didn't care because I didn't care about that stuff. He kept saying every time.
It wasn't helping his case about how they're bad. He was just kind of showing a point why they were doing what they were doing.
Okay, so that's what he was saying, that they come in the country, they take over the country, and they don't care about the country. And that kind of is true now, coming around. That kind of is true, because you see, the U.S. government is being captured to Israel. If 95% of them, they got to put a little thing, yarmulke, and they got to kiss a wall, and they don't do what Israel wants, they get kicked out, right? They put a bunch of money against them. If you look in every U.S. government, the most important people behind the scenes are Jewish people. If you look at the Federal Reserve, who's running the Federal Reserve? If you look at all the major companies, you know what I mean, who have a lot of money. Facebook guy, Jewish. Sam Altman, gay Jewish. Peter Thiel, I don't even know. I know he's fucking gay antichrist guy, but he's kind of involved with them and he pretends to be friends with them. Epstein, Jewish. Who else you have? Elon Musk supposedly is a friend of Netanyahu. So they kind of really have everything by the balls. All the media, TV, it's pretty much Jewish. Hollywood is 100% Jewish. I mean, not 100, but I would say 80. In all the positions of power, right? Music. And I'm not talking about performance. Because Leonard Cohen, Bob Dylan, and there's a few of them. You know, I think Cat Stevens was also Jewish, but I don't like him. I think he sucks. But I'm talking about people making the money. Almost all of them behind the scenes are Jewish, right? So there's a lot of money that they have, right? You look at the Rothschilds, they sponsored both for Napoleon, against Napoleon. They sponsored World War One. They sponsored World War II. If you look at the Sassoon family in India, where they did the Opium Wars, okay, Jewish. So you see these things that are coming up now because everybody's kind of becoming an anti-Semite. And there's a case to be made that they control the world, right? But my point is, do better. Do better. Get together and do better than they're doing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hate in bulk. Obviously, the genocide in Gaza is wrong. What's going on with Iran is wrong. Then you got to question yourself about the demonizing of Arabs, because they kept demonizing to media the Arabs. Maybe the Arabs are not so bad, except for the women where they keep them under blankets.
And they torture them and do really bad things to women.
Yeah, they do bad things. That's my thing with the Arabs. Like, I before I came to America, I thought I would like the Arabs. I'm not saying I don't.
But they mutilate
I cannot go this past women thing. I cannot go. Like, there's one thing.
mutilate them.
Some countries, not even the Jewish people, mutilate the penis of the boys. They cut it off.
Yeah, but like...
Please, darling, my love, my sweet love, Mr. Casio watch owner, please stand up for your rights.
Oh yeah,
So-
I learned about the Bill of Rights.
No, so everything kind of looks like it's been hostage. I mean, people are trying to make a lot of stuff like I don't know. They're trying to say Holocaust didn't happen. It wasn't as bad. Take your hands up. Hitler's actually a good guy.
What?
That's what they're saying. Everybody's saying now because Hitler was actually not as bad. I don't know.
Okay, there's not
You know what I mean?
bad. He is bad.
But yeah, but you got to question, because every
Are they
time.
exaggerating it in the media?
I mean, a lot of people are bringing out a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Because they've killed a lot of people. They went against Israel. So you got to be careful. Like the world, right? You have access to a lot of information, and you don't know who's telling the truth, right? So everybody could be lying. So then you want to say who's lying, who's more. Okay, about the Holocaust, I'm not going to accept it didn't happen. Maybe it was exaggerated. I've seen fucking women being killed and kids shot. So okay, what's the stretch to So, but the Jewish influence is real. Israel. The Jewish influence Israel is real. But you got to be careful. That's why we made the Bob Dylan song, to not be sucked in the other side. Because if you become the other side, then you're just as bad as, you know what I mean?
So you're saying is to not like if you meet some people that are bad, do not.
But we don't know. What I'm saying is, that's the thing on the news where everybody's saying the Jews are bad, the Jews. All right, number one, we don't even know who the Jews are, right? Because if there's not a continuance of the DNA line from Abraham, and if these people came from Eastern Europe, they say they're Jewish. Candace saying they're Khazarian Turks, that they took the religion for cover. Okay, maybe. So, you know what I mean? We can't just say the Jews, right? And then they have this term called the Zionist, meaning people that support Israel. Zionism, it's like a story, you want to make the Zion strong again. So these are the people that support that. Okay.
I think that word sucks.
Huh? Zionist, yeah, I don't like it either. So, with everything about racism and stuff, like when you accuse me of a racist, and I know I'm not, same thing when I punch the wall, you're kind of making me a racist if you keep saying it, right? And if you keep kind of in my face, like, I'm from Europe, like, what the fuck did I have to do with slavery here? I'm from Europe, in a country that's all Romanians, not involved with slavery. I happen to have not, light skin. You know what I mean? Like, and then America is a country of everybody coming from different spots. How are you going to calculate their, even that, if that would be something, how do you calculate their guilt for slavery? You know what I mean? So by getting in my face all the time, you're making me a racist, right? Now, the thing that kind of makes sense that everybody's bringing up, not everybody that's successful and is Jewish really has some qualities. And that's something I never thought about. Because I always thought, oh, this guy is smart, he found a way and he did it. They get help. Right? So not everybody's competent. Not that everybody that gets stuff is entitled to it. Not everybody's talented. And a lot of these people, you know, the term goy, the Jewish people say goy, everybody else except for us. From Ari Shafir, right? There is an arrogance to the other people. There is an arrogance, right? And I never realized it up until recent, to where they're really nice to you, but then their mind is like, what a peasant, what a loser, right? There is an arrogance. But with all these things, like Hitler, in order to unify Germany, made the Jewish people the target. Trump, in order to get votes and unify the country, made the Mexicans the problem. Take your hands out of your ears.
What? No, I'm not. Sorry,
okay, yeah.
That's not what I'm trying to do.
So, all these fuckers need an enemy. Do you understand? All these fuckers, they need an enemy. They create an enemy. Jewish people made the Arabs demonized, right? They eat babies and they cut heads and stuff. Some of it is true, but it looks like not as much as these people say. Now, the biggest problem, and this is actually a fact, is that they're trying to get rid of freedom of speech. The Jewish people with Israel. And Netanyahu was being caught saying, hey, we need to buy TikTok and then we have everything. You know, Elon Musk is a friend. That sounds bad and nefarious, right? That sounds...
And for Netanyahu and for nefarious.
Yeah, what?
And for Netanyahu and for nefarious.
Nefarious, yeah, like devil's work.
Or some hungry.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about something else. They're trying to demonize the Chinese. Like, what problem do you have with the Chinese? Like, what do the Chinese do?
Let them make
They
their
don't-
dumplings.
No, but
They make the dumplings, baby, and they have kung fu and they have cool
I
movies.
said, I said let them make the dumplings.
they don't even interact. They're not.
Yeah, I don't understand.
They're not even like close to each other. It's really
Like,
weird.
you meet them, except for like what Bebe noticed that in Italy, in churches, they don't take their hats. That's kind of disrespectful, and they're supposed to be respectful. But to demonize the Chinese, like, what's
You
your problem?
haven't even like you cannot have a problem with them if you don't even like are next to
Yeah,
them.
but they're not really doing anything except just.
They don't interact with the Jews and the Jews.
No, I'm not saying about the Jews. Like, that's a thing right now. They're trying to make China into an enemy. They keep talking about China. They demonize the Russians. Russians, to be honest with you, they're at fault for a lot of stuff. I mean,
But they're not-
and really, their greatness. They have like three Tolstoy. They have Dostoevsky and Pushkin. They don't have, for as many people as they have, they don't have a whole lot of stuff. The movie industry was all Jewish, Russian. The movie Eisenstein and Stella Adler's from Russia, and the other people teaching the acting method. So whatever, the Russians are not as great as people trying to make them look. They're also probably not as evil. Like Rocky 5, Rocky 4. He's fighting the Russians. The Russians are bad. So they always demonize people with the movies, because in order if you want people to just go and kill other people, you have to say, well, they don't deserve to live, right? They're just pieces of shit. They don't deserve to live, and that's what they do with the propaganda. So you have to be careful all of it. Like, I don't understand the stuff with the Chinese. Like, what's wrong with the Chinese?
Nothing. Well, I mean, there's wrong, but they're not
What's wrong? What's wrong with the Chinese? Like, if you really want to look at it, like, what's wrong with the Chinese?
What the fuck? They didn't even do anything. That's like the fact.
You know what I mean? They killed the people in Tibet. Okay, but what's wrong with the Chinese? Like, towards the rest of the people, they don't have a problem. You know what I mean? They're afraid because they're becoming powerful. So you need to demonize them first before you attack them. And they do that. That's the same thing they did with Venezuela. We're going to demonize the Venezuelans, make them drug dealers out of nothing.
Out of nowhere.
And they bombed some fishermen, right? And then it's okay, this is the excuse. But it turns out that they wanted to get the oil because they wanted to do the war in Iran. So they needed the Venezuelan oil. So they always demonize people. So you got to be careful. And also, you cannot feel guilty when somebody calls you a racist and you know you're not, right? Because when you were a kid, you went to the park and you said...
I just laugh and I say sure.
No, just don't say sure. You went to the park and came home and you never... That's when I seen you. You were 6 years old. Never said I play with a black kid or a Chinese kid or Asian kid or whatnot. You just said their names, right? So that's when I realized skin color doesn't exist. It's made up. Like, somebody has to teach you, hey, this guy's different, because you don't see the difference. And if, like Emperor's New Clothes, if the kids don't see it, it's not there. So with this anti-Semitism, you got to be careful. From 100% everybody loves Jewish people. America's aligned with Jewish people. The Judeo-Christian faith, this is our way to go. Now it's opposites. We're going to hate the Jewish people. The Jewish are responsible for all the evils in the world. You got to be careful when you study it, because somebody's lying on either side. You know what I mean? So basically take people as individuals. Popeye. What?
Nothing.
But I wanted to say something else, but I forgot. I thought I was smart today, and I guess I'm not as smart. Because I was going to work and smoking and listening to the music. I was like, Same one. You don't think I'm smart?
I actually
I
was
don't
very
think I'm
smart.
smart right now.
Yeah, sometimes.
just forgot
That's
what
why I play chess in the morning when I take a bath. I'm trying to see.
Oh, yes, you explained it like 5 times.
Yeah, so I thought I was smart. I was listening to the music. And I tell you what, with our music is...
Another story?
No, that's it. Like, I become insecure about it, right? I become insecure. I was thinking, maybe it's not as good. Because I don't get no feedback, like real feedback, right? But then I went to my cigar place, and there's this guy, and the song I made for the victims of Epstein, you know the song. I put it over there to play, right? And this guy's a tough guy. And he turns around like this. And I'm thinking, like, the fucking guy is crying.
He is?
He was crying, like his eyes were watery, right? Because I said, I built a song for the Epstein victims because they don't have a voice. And yes, it's a male voice that sings the song, but it's basically all the victims, their voices, right? And he's kind of like trying not to cry. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm almost about to cry because the song is, I mean, I cried a lot when I fucking made the song, and I'm a tough guy. I don't let people see me cry.
Aww.
Oh.
I almost cried when you played it to me.
Yeah, because it's the
Except I'm
voice.
tougher than you and I didn't.
Yeah. You're 100% tougher than me.
I didn't have a reaction.
Well, you didn't, because you didn't think about it. You don't have kids.
You were just secretly thinking about something else.
Yeah,
I mean,
David has kids.
I mean, remember when I showed it to your mother the first time when I came home and I worked all night? I mean, I went over there and I kind of was crying.
No, you're just...
You know, I mean, because it's the voice of the kids. Anyways, so yeah, the music is great. I don't know why nobody listens to it, but, I mean, nobody. So for me, I wanted to get out there where people listen and think, but it seems like it's hard, and I'm going to be honest, I'm probably even going to quit. And if this guy with the dog kills me, maybe he's going to be famous after I'm dead, and you guys gonna... So I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just like, there's a lot of interest for wars because the people...
The dog kill you.
Huh?
I'm not letting the dog
Make the dog kill the guy.
No, I don't know. There's a lot
this
of
coffee.
listen. There's a lot of artificial interest for wars because people make money with wars. It's called the industrial military complex. They sell weapons and stuff, and they've always made money. And there's a lot of reason to manufacture hate, right? So the Nazis hated the Jewish. Still haven't read Mein Kampf. A friend of mine gave it. Butachi gave it to me, and I didn't want to read it, but maybe I'm going to read it. That's the book that Hitler wrote. So the Hitler supposedly hated the Jews. Okay, maybe he had whatever reasons he thought. Now, we got conditioned through all the movies to hate the Nazis, right? The Germans, right? Because pretty much the Nazis were...
And the video games.
Yeah, so pretty much the Nazis were the Germans. You can't just say some Germans are Nazis. Everybody was pretty much a Nazi. With a few exceptions, right? So we're hating on the Germans. Before they were hating on the Jews, Charlie Chaplin took a stand against it. Not a lot of people did. Then now we're hating the Germans, right?
Yeah.
Now we got back to hating the Jewish people again. It's like,
Because...
I mean, it's clear that they do wrong things.
Yeah, but they're not doing it as bad as what they did in the Nazis. Technically.
Actually, it's just as bad. They're killing women and kids for no reason in Gaza. I mean, there's really had no excuse. And another lesson, and I'm going.
Netanyahu is the new Hitler?
Kind of, yeah. And it
Isn't
appears,
he dead though?
I don't know, but it appears Trump is the same because he's making the same decisions to kill people. Like they bombed the school of 200 girls, like your age. Yeah, no,
Two
and they
killers.
bombed it 3 times, so it's not a mistake.
Wait, but if America was the hero in World War II, then who's the hero now? This is basically World War II with 2 Hitlers.
Well, 3. I mean, it's getting there, and it looks like everybody wants a nuclear war. There's no heroes, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I feel for the Iranians. They're all kind of on the other side, but they're defending themselves, and I'm always for the
You know what
underdog.
would be really safe for World War III? Go to space.
That's what Elon Musk is thinking. Go to space. Fuck Elon Musk. I want to fuck him in the ass and then fuck him in the mouth.
But why?
So he gets a taste of his own shit. That's because you're asking me if I would fuck a guy. I would fuck Elon Musk in the ass.
I didn't ask you for a fucking guy.
Nobody
No,
asked
listen,
you.
I would fuck Elon Musk in the ass.
Please don't.
But after
Nobody
he
wants
ate, so he's got some shit in his what do you call it? What?
Wiener?
No, not wiener, because I can't fuck. That would be like sword fighting. Fuck him in the wiener. Now I gotta fuck him in the ass, but what do you call that? The colon, right?
No.
So he's got some shit there, so I'll fuck him after he eats, and then fuck him in the mouth and grab him by the ears and go and fuck him like this. And it's like, how do you like it taste of your own shit, motherfucker? You know what I mean? That's what I would do. It's full of shit.
Yeah,
The
he
earth,
is literally full of shit.
yeah. The earth, why are you destroying the earth? Like, why are you looking for different kind of planets? Relax, buddy. Let's fix it over here. Like, they're all full of shit. I don't know. Like, really, they're gearing up for apocalypse and destruction. I mean, I don't know.
Apocalypsa. Apocalypsa. Apocalypsa.
So you got to be careful to be pulled in either direction with the racism. You cannot be blamed for racism. You know, cultural appropriation. What's that? Come on. It's a made-up thing. It's the entire world culture is like a river that everybody kind of comes in with a cup of water. They take their thing and drink it, and they put their own cup of water, and everybody's using it. Hey, stop making sounds.
Yeah, he's being a rapper.
Yeah. They look like they're on the toilet. Yeah, that's how it sounds. Yeah, I forgot. I'm not as smart. I think it's hot and I can't breathe.
Exactly.
And my brain, if it's hot, I can't breathe.
Well, your brain must be hot. It's wearing a bikini.
My brain is wearing a bikini.
It's a joke.
What's the joke?
Never mind.
California girls are unforgettable.
But why is my brain wearing a
No, because
bikini?
you said your brain was hot.
Oh, my brain was hot.
But what if you meant the other type
All
of
right, I
hot?
didn't get it.
You're not thinking enough.
But dudes wearing a bikini, they're not hot. They're fucking.
Who says your brain is a dude?
Bombardilo
So my brain is a
crocodilo.
woman, yeah, because I could have been gay or I could have been a woman because I like fashion, I like taking baths. Okay.
No.
Yes.
No.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna go and listen to
The
Candace.
fuck you mean no?
Oh yeah, tell me when you come back what she said.
Yeah, what you say?
Don't let people push you in either direction mentally.
Yeah, I love your theme, bro.
Huh? What?
It's like you do a theme at the end of everything where you tell us what the thing is we have to
Yeah. What did you learn? And I gotta go. What did you
I
learn?
learned what I learned.
What did you learn?
I learned that we should not be influenced by a a couple of people doing it wrong because some people might not be able to do that wrong.
And you also learn there's traits that some people share, and it's a point of information. You gotta think about it.
Or you pretend to be.
Like I'm gonna be
Jewish.
honest with you, I've never met a Jewish person that's not funny.
You can pretend to be Jewish.
No, you don't want to pretend to be Jewish.
I learned the World
And you
War
could
II.
actually be Jewish, to be honest with you, because
I'll
you
talk with the name, bro.
no, you like money.
Better.
My nose is big.
No, your nose is actually not big at all.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Guess what I learned?
What did you learn? And
World War III is starting.
I mean, it looks like everybody wants to fucking.
You wanna know what? I never said I learned this, but I never said when I learned this.
When did you learn this?
When I was born,
When the war started.
I was born in a Jewish world.
Oh, in the song we have. It might be a Jewish world, but I don't know what it is.
I'm born in a.
And it looks like it. I mean, it's
Nobody-
stupid to deny that they control a lot of
it
the
from
stuff.
behind the scenes. They're like the
Yeah,
Illuminati.
but it's like if you be in our position, like to me, like with anything,
Oh no.
Oh, come
if you're
on,
doing
Craig.
it, no, that's it. I'm going. If you're
What
doing
you
it
wanna-
by the
don't like
books and you're
Craig.
not cheating, that's fine. Like you can control it, and it's almost like you have football teams, and there's the Jewish team. They play hard and they pass and they do stuff, and you're sitting over there. These fucking people are Jewish. Okay, so what? Make your team do better. Get together and pass, and you know what I mean. Like you can't just hate on the Jewish people for having a great team. They have a great team, right? But now when they're doing evil stuff, and then when they have control of the government, you gotta kind of be careful. I mean, they have a great team, you know? But money
Money, just give me my money.
Controls everything.
controls actually nothing.
Exactly.
That's why the song about the people raping kids, it's that they have an empty hole and they cannot fill. And it doesn't matter how much money you have. All right, shut it down. I want to go.